Hi, everyone. It's Ms. Herzl. I hope you had a good weekend. Once again, I'm recording this ahead of time, so it's Friday right now, and it is a beautiful sunny day out. So I hope you are all outside enjoying this day, and that by the time you see this, you have had a good weekend. So just to go over your assignment options for this week, this is our second week of talking about genocides and looking at the topic of genocides. So, the assignment you select this week is going to be based on the assignment you completed last week. So, all assignments, just like in previous weeks, are due Friday at 5 p.m. If you want to do something different than what you did last week, you could do that. You would have to go back though and do the previous week's assignment to get the information you need to complete an assignment from this week. So please do talk to me about that if that's something you are considering. I'm going to take you through to look at all the assignments in their own postings. They're all posted here under assignment options. One thing I did just want to draw your attention to down at the bottom of this post here on assignment options is about the video conference. We do have a video conference scheduled for this week, but unlike previous weeks, you don't earn credit for attending the video conference. So I'm not going to be teaching anything during the video conference this week. I'm just going to use it as an opportunity to check in. So if you need any help with any of your assignments, you can come during this time. It is Tuesday, May 19th from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. I'll just be on Zoom. You can access it right here and you can pop in. If you just want to say hi, tell me about what you're doing for your assignment this week, ask me any questions, go over anything. That's what this is for, but you do not get credit just for attending this week. Okay, so I just wanted to make that clear before I go over the assignment options. So your first option, if last week you did the Pear Deck assignment and you selected a genocide to research, so you either researched Armenia, Rwanda, or Kurdistan, you are now going to follow up on that. So using the research you did last week, you are now going to either create a Google slide presentation, or it could be in PowerPoint or Prezi, if you want to use one of those. And you would have 10 slides, or if you're using a Prezi, kind of 10 points along the way, discussing some of the different aspects of the genocide you studied. Your second option for this one is to write a reflection. So you could either just type that in Google Docs in Word, or you could handwrite it about what you learned from that genocide and your research. And then your third option, if you completed the Pear Deck research on one of the genocides last week, is to create a photo collage. So there's a few different ways you could do that and different programs for that. And you would have a written explanation of the photos you selected and your photo collage of at least one paragraph. If you were doing your photo collage in something like PowerPoint or Google Slides, you could, of course, include your writing right along with those images. So that is your first option if you completed the Pear Deck research last week. Your second option, so if you completed the Holocaust crash course video and summary last week, these are your options for that one. It's pretty much like a choice activity we would normally do in school. So based on what you learned from that video, you would pick one of these options to do. It could either be a diary entry of what it would be like to live through a genocide. You could do one long diary entry, about a page, or 3 short diary entries. And I would look for specific facts and information in your diary entries using what you learned from the video. Your second option for this one would be to write a letter about 1 page long to a government official explaining what a genocide is and how it is important for countries to prevent genocides and be proactive. And you could include your own thoughts and ideas on how to prevent a genocide. And then the last option is to create a poster encouraging people to be more tolerant and accepting of others in order to prevent future genocides. You could use some of the information you learned in the video talking about, what can be done to prevent this from happening. And along with your poster, you would include a minimum of 1 written paragraph explaining your poster. Again, for the poster, just to clarify, I'm not looking for an actual big poster. Regular paper is fine. You could do it online as well instead of by hand. Um, so for this one, again, you can do any of these through Google Docs, through Microsoft Word, something like that, and submit it through Google Classroom. You could email it to me, or you could handwrite it and send it to me. And the last one, if last week you looked at the brief history of genocide and you did the notes that went with it, this week you're going to view the PowerPoint about the 10 stages of genocide, so kind of building off that knowledge, and then you would complete this sheet here that goes with it. Again, for this one, you can complete this sheet right here and submit it through Google Classroom. You could type your notes in Google Docs or Word and email them to me, or you could handwrite it and send me a picture. Any of those are fine. So once again, those are your 3 options for world history for this week. They are, again, based on, so whatever you picked last week, you're just following up with that assignment for this week. And again, there is a video conference available this week, but you do not get credit for attending. I am not teaching during the video conference. It is just there as a check-in if you need any help or if you just want to say hi. So you can, as always, submit things through email, through Google Classroom, taking pictures and sending them to me. If you have any questions or I can help you in any way, just let me know and I'd be happy to do so. And I hope to see some of you on Tuesday. Take care.